Y'all, what the fuck? Oh, I. Hang on, y'all gotta see this outfit. I am so excited for today's video because. Oh, hello, wind. Because today is the long promised, long awaited jewelry story time, baby. Woo! Yes, the jewelry story time. I have been talking about how much I want to do this shit on my channel for since literally my first video. Yeah, all the way down to my first video. I showed off what I was wearing and I was like, someday I'm gonna go through everything I'm wearing and I'm going to tell you all about all of my jewelry and where I got it and how it came into my life, because everything that I wear, all of my jewelry that I wear on a daily basis has a story, and it all came to me in a unique way. It all has its own unique story and meaning to me. It's all very meaningful to me, all of it. No matter how simple or silly it might be, all of it has amazing meaning to me. So I'm gonna go through, and I actually get asked about my jewelry a lot. People stop me and they tell me that they like it, and I get asked if I make it. I get asked where I got it. So I love talking about it, and that's what I'm gonna do with y'all today. So I think also it is very important to wear jewelry or just clothing in general, style yourself in a way that just makes you feel so good. And wearing tons of jewelry and accessories, baby, that's what makes me feel so good. Makes me feel the most me. And that's what styling yourself is all about. So, I'm going to start off with my bracelet. Well, actually, I'm just going to go in chronological order, so we're going to jump around a little bit. But the first thing is my bracelets. So I'm gonna get real close. And this one right here, it's like a deck of cards theme. It's got the red and purple and white and the 4 suits. And that is the first piece of jewelry I got after I decided to take my life into my own hands and start living my way. I wasn't dressing how I wanted to dress, I wasn't living how I wanted to live, and I was fucking tired of it. I wasn't being the person that I wanted to be. So I decided to go to a rave because I had been looking at raves and I was like, man, looks like so much fun, looks like my people. And I had just been convinced that it wasn't worth it, that I shouldn't go, that it was too irresponsible. Boo, boo. So I went, and it was a great time. I went with my friend, and I got this. Someone gave me this. I got other pieces too, and I made some, but I gave all this candy that I made away. And I got some others, but I traded them off because everyone was trading like crazy. And yeah, I saved this one to remember not only how fun that night was, but as a reminder to make decisions for myself and to be the person that I want to be. And then next, I got this bracelet. Hang on. This one. It says on the black beads, it says peace, but the paint rubbed off because it's shitty Walmart beads. I wouldn't have bought them if I knew that was going to happen. And these are glow in the dark. Yeah, so I made that one when I went to my second ever rave. It was an all girls rave, and it was so magical and so much fun. It was such a yummy night. It was so much fun. That was the first rave I went to on my own. I figured that would be a good one to go to on my own because it was all girls. And I mean, originally I had invited someone, but that ended up falling through, so I just went by myself. So I made these. I made a few of these, and I traded off the other ones that I have, and I saved this one as a reminder of the night. I try to save something from every rave that I get if I can, if I do end up getting something. And then they had a little pop up stand there. I got this there. It was all vintagey, secondhand stuff. So I got this there. I saw it down on the bottom rack in the corner, and I was like, that has my name all over it. Because I had been looking for more necklaces, I didn't really have any. And so I saw that and I was like, oh, I did have this. I'm sorry. I skipped one. I did have this one. I picked this up from a local vendor. There's a shop here in town that has it's all local vendors. So I picked this up from someone local here in town. And this was all I really had. That's all I was wearing to that rave. And wow, the birds are going fucking crazy. And I saw this and I was like, I need that too. So I got it and I put it up on the counter and I'm like, how much is this? Because it was like the only thing that didn't have a tag on it. And the girl goes, I don't know, $3. I was like, done, sold. Gave her the $3, took the necklace, put it on right away. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. That was such a fun night. And then what's next? Uh, ooh, also this beaded one. These are really cool. These are crystals. I'm all shaken, jittery. They're crystals. This gray one on the end. They're crystals from here in Michigan, where I am from. They are called Euperlite. They were just recently discovered a few years ago. It is a crystal that has specks that glow under black light. And that's how they were found. Someone was going around on the beach on one of the Great Lakes and found them lighting up with this black light. And he was like, oh my God. And yeah, so now we have this beautiful crystal that everyone's going nuts about, Euperlite. And it's called that because Euper is our word for people who are from the Upper Peninsula or the UP. That would be when you have the mitten, and then there's the scarf, the bit of land above the mitten, the scarf, or the UP. So the people from there are Upers. I've had some friends that are Upers. Beautiful up there, so gorgeous. So yeah, Uperlite. And then I also, after that, I got this bracelet. Now this is fake turquoise. I want to be upfront about that. Fake turquoise, but it is a fun bracelet still, and yes, it's chipped. I got it like that. A friend of mine gave it to me, an old friend of mine gave it to me last year, and we had just, it was actually the friend that I went to the rave with. She gave it to me because one of her friends had given it to her, and one of his friends had given it to him, and that person had just found it on the ground. So it's just this magical bracelet of travel, and it won't stay with me forever. I just haven't found anyone to give it to yet. So, but when the moment's right, it's getting passed on. And that's I love jewelry with a fucking journey, baby. I love it. So yes, I wear it so it's well traveled for the next person. Okay. And then next is this one. Let me so you can see it a little better. It says WOOHAA. WOOHAA. And at the same time, I got this one. It says make love not war. Beautiful bracelet. So I made WOOHAA. I made WOOHAA. WOOHAA is the name of a song by Little Stranger and someone else. It's a collab. Man, I can't remember, but I'll link it. I'll link it below. Good song, fun song, love it. I made it because I was going to a music festival, the second music festival of the year for me. At that point, that was last year. I went to Holy Smokes Festival to see Little Stranger and Andy Frasco and the UN, and a bunch of other people were there too. And I made all these like candy bracelets to trade off with people, and I saved WOOHA. Just didn't end up getting traded off, but I kept her, and I wear her all the time. Like every day, I wear these. I don't wear the cards one every day. My first one because I want to keep it. I don't want it to break, and it wears down from these metal pieces, these charms. They wear down the plastic beads, so I don't wear this one every day anymore. I used to, but these three I wear every day. And Make Love Not War was traded to me before Little Stranger actually came on. We were waiting between Andy Frasco and the UN. They had just finished, and then Jarv was playing. Jarv was on, and we were waiting for Little Stranger. And the guy next to me had this huge flag, like totem thing, all these flags on it. It was super tall. And I was like, dude, sweet totem. And he's like, thanks. We're playing Capture the Flag. It's this like festival thing. And we were talking for a bit. And he ended up giving me this bracelet. I said, well, I think I'll just need to, he's like, even though we're competing, we just need to make love, not war. It's all in fun. And he gave me this bracelet. And so I gave him a bracelet that said Fly Guy on it because that was one of the names of Little Stranger's songs, Fly Guy. Yeah. So, yeah, all magical, magical moments. I'm loving talking about it because I'm just sitting here reliving all these beautiful moments. Yeah, and then after that, I went to a rave for my birthday. It was like I have an October birthday, so it was like between my birthday and Halloween. So it was a Halloween themed rave, and I was there with all my like friends. They had a vendor there that was selling jewelry and art, and they had these. These are real bouncy balls. Yes, they are a little heavy. These are real bouncy balls. Eyeballs. And they had these there, and I was like, those are killer. I love those. And one of my friends was like, do you want them? And I was like, dude, you do not have to do that. And he's like, no, no, I'll get it for you. Don't worry about it. It's your birthday. I was like, oh my god. That was a very nice thing of him to do. And I wear these quite often when I go out. They're not so much my dailies because they're so heavy and big, but I do wear them quite often. When I go out to, like, I wore them to Pride Festival. I wear them to raves. Yeah, sometimes I really like taking them out for a spin when I get the chance. And okay, so this bracelet, this evil eye. I got this one from my mom. My mom gave it to me, but we were out west. I have a lot of family in Arizona. That's actually where I was born. A lot of family out west in Arizona, so we were out visiting them, and we went to this super cool like flea market when we were there, and Yeah, one of the vendors had all these bracelets, and my mom knew how much I had been like collecting bracelets and stuff. And she's like, "You want one?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" So my mom got me this one while we were out at the flea market in Arizona. So yeah, it's also a well-traveled piece. hmm. What else? Okay, so next, and I'm going in chronological order. That's why I'm jumping around so much. But next, I have these two necklaces. I got them at the same time. I got them, I had been thinking, I'd had some necklaces break recently, which was interesting because they were old necklaces that I was making them work, but I wasn't really feeling them very much. And I really wanted to get new jewelry. I was coming into a new phase of life, a transition period. I had just moved from Ohio, finished school, moved back to Michigan, and I was like, I need to get some more necklaces to like layer on top of what I have. But I don't have any kind of necklaces like that. I don't have any that I can really layer. Right after I thought that, like maybe within the next couple of days, I went to a thrift store just because I was bored. And I wanted to go do something, right? Get out in the world. And I went to this thrift store and they had these two necklaces sitting like right next to each other. No, they weren't quite right next to each other, but kind of. These seashells. And this guy, it's a little smiley face. It's a little clay smiley face. Like a trippy guy with these like clay beads. And it's adjustable. You like adjust the knots. And I saw them and I was like, dude, these are so fun. They're perfect. They're fucking perfect. They're exactly what I was looking for. So I bottom up, bottom right up. Yeah, I did. And not finally, this girl. This necklace is like my favorite. It is amethyst, and it is a very well traveled piece. I got it from this lady that I know. She is one of the coolest ladies I know. One of the coolest ladies I've ever met. She is an older lady that has done a lot of, she's an artist. Oh my God, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's an artist. She's traveled all over the world, all over the country, all over the world. She's done all these, she's like a spiritual shaman. I'm not even lying. She's like into shamanism. She has gone to all these places and learned all these things about spirituality and religions and life and different cultures. And she gave me this when I went over to her house most recently. She saw that I was wearing more jewelry because I hadn't seen her in a while. And she was like, are you a jewelry girl? And I was like, oh yeah, because she's always wearing all kinds of beautiful stuff like this. Always. And I was like, oh girl, yeah. And she was like, I have something for you. And so she took me back. She took me back into her house and she pulled out this necklace. My jaw hit the floor. My jaw hit the floor. Look at the details. Oh, in the sun too. The little painted bits and like the metal beads in between. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was just like amazed. And she told me that she got this when she was in California in the 90s. She got it from an artist in California in the 90s. And I was like, girl, I was so excited. I'm still so excited every time I wear it. I wear it almost every day because I just love it so fucking much. And it's got such a cool background. And that lady is so fucking cool. Oh my god. So, alright. Now, last but not least, for today, because this is not everything, ladies and gentlemen, there will be at least one more part, if not two, because I have a lot of shit. Look, we're already past 20 minutes. That's crazy. So, last but not least, these two wooden bracelets I have. Hang on. There we go. A little charm on there. Yeah. I got these, whoa. I got these at a flea market, uh, recently here in my area. This lady, I was just thinking, again, I was just thinking, so cool how, like, a lot of this just fucking manifested. Isn't that so cool? I was just thinking that I wanted more wood beaded jewelry because this was the only thing that I had. Not this. This necklace was the only wood beaded jewelry I had. All of it was like plastic or corded or whatever, ceramic or whatever. And so we went to this flea market, and the first booth we stopped at, this lady had tons, like hundreds of pieces of wood beaded jewelry. I was like, dude, and it was affordable. She said that she just buys the beads like in bulk and makes them in her free time. So that's why she has so many, and she's been doing it for so long. I was like amazed at how much she had and how pretty and unique it all was. So yeah, um, that is the story of Mary's jewelry. Not all of it. Part one, baby. And while we're at it, since we're talking about all this, we're gonna do a fit check. A fit check too, bitch. So, first off, the pit vipers. Check out my last video. I talk about them too there. I got these because I wanted something durable. I wanted something that would last me longer than 2 seconds before it broke. And I wanted something that would keep the fucking sun out of my eyes real good. And these do that. And I've always thought pit vipers are so fun. But like, I grew up around a lot of like country type people and like conservatives. And so they've always been associated with like rednecks. You know what I mean? Because all I like when I went to mechanic school, everyone wore pit vipers or Oakleys or whatever. But I always kind of saw them different. I was like, those could be so fun with the right outfit, with the right vibe. They could be so fun. And people told me, don't buy those. They're not for you, bitch. You gonna tell me what the fuck's for me and what's not? So I wear my pit vipers, and you know how many fucking compliments I get on these bitches all the fucking time? Groovy shades, girl. Someone just told me that recently. So anyway, hello wind again. Wind is right on cue. The wind knows what's up. I'm gonna move this down so you can see my whole fit. Yeah, baby. Look at this. I'm feeling myself today. Because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to make this video and I wanted to dress up for the occasion. DC's, baby. Ripped jeans. Oh, strappies. I don't know what you call those. And then this thing. I also don't know what you call this, but it's one of my favorite pieces of clothing that I own. Yeah. Yeah, baby. I'm so feeling it. Okay. Ah. So, I wanted to say that I appreciate you for watching. This will conclude the part 1 of the jewelry tour, the jewelry story time. Damn, look at that one. There we go. The jewelry story time. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for visiting my planet. I hope you decide to stop by again real soon for my next video that'll be coming up real soon. If you like this video, if you vibe with me, baby, I vibe with you too. Give me a like, subscribe so you can see more yummy content like this. And give me a comment and tell me what you're wearing today. What outfit you got going on? What's your favorite accessory? How did you get it? And also, if you ever have any ideas or things you want me to talk about, let me know and I will make a video on it, baby. Alright, I'm gonna go. I love you and I thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.